mustard seed, faith of a mustard seed. So you know I'm bound to get it. I got my heart to the stars. I speak the light, living life truly authentic. When you are really a star, you got that vibe. Even without the aesthetic, I gave my worries to God, cause only on God am I ever dependent. Walking with purpose, living on purpose, controlling earthly urges. I got a plan you can purchase, divine merchant, earth angel at your service.
Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Eternal Heart Goddess, here to do a reading for you. It's in a few days, okay? I took a bit of a little break, a little hiatus, celebrated Mother's Day, things like that. Happy belated Mother's Day also, while we're on the subject, okay? Anywho, also, thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, okay? Thank you for joining me back here today. If you're new here, welcome to Eternal Heart Goddess, where I channel angelic messages and messages from the higher realm, source, God, creator, okay? Today we have a reading concerning what is admirable about you at this time. This is how the higher realms are seeing you at this time. This is what they admire about you on your journey. And this is basically concerning what it is that you're doing good. You know, sometimes we just need to know, what are we doing right on this journey, okay? I do have 4 piles here for you today to choose from. These are pre-shuffled messages that I pre-shuffled, of course, with the angels and spirit involved, okay? You can pause the video at this time and select your pile or piles that you feel energetically drawn to. And let's get into what is admirable about you at this time. Let's go. Pile 1. All right, if we got pile 1 here, let's go ahead and get started on what is admirable concerning my pile 1 at this time. And the beloveds who chose Pile 1. Pile 1, you received the 2 of Wands, 2 of Fire, okay? What is admirable about you at this... Sorry about that, was interrupted for just a second here. So Pile 1, you got the 2 of Fire, planning, partnering, progress. I just feel when I seen that 2 of Wands immediately, intuitively, I felt like what is admirable about you? Your communication at this time, okay? How you communicate with others, okay? I speak with sincerity, all right? So your communication is admirable at this time, the way you speak to others. It could be that some of you also, because you have 2 feathers here, like the feather out of the mouth, the things that you communicate to others is purposeful, if that makes sense, okay? You say things that are very purposeful, that are very fair in your dealings, very fair in your communication, even-handed, okay? Understanding the power of your tongue, also Pile 1, is also what I'm getting. Some of you are doing really well with this bird here and the feather at the tongue at channeling, okay? Some of you don't even realize that you're channeling messages from spirit, from your angels, okay? So Pile 1, what's admirable about you is your detailed, your delivery, okay, in communication. All right, Pile 1, what else is admirable at this time, you know, for you? Beginnings, okay? The way you're blooming, the way you're expanding at this time, the way that you're willing to start over, the way that you don't give up. You're always okay with choosing a new direction in the event that something does not work out, okay? In the event that something doesn't go your way, you don't give up. Also with this flower here, what's admirable about you, Pile 1, is that you're forever blooming, you're forever growing, you're forever learning, okay? What's admirable about you with this soul tie, which I always feel connected to you, I feel that with this road here, you're good at distancing yourself from things that no longer serve you, especially with new beginning here and new direction and starting over. It could be that you're also good at what's admirable about you is like how good you are at forgiving circumstances, and that how you heal, over time, especially with this long road. You never stay in the same space, okay? You grow from your experiences with others. You also receive the Two of Cups. Again, I'm just feeling like your communication and your for some of you, your directness with the truth as well. But overall, the things that you're willing to share with others, that you're guided with, your connections are very admirable about at this time, okay? Another thing that's admirable about you, pile one, is seeing your own beauty, your own uniqueness, your own magic at this time as well, as what I'm seeing. I'm going to put that one here. Okay, I think you're really you're really starting to, or trying to see your own beauty, your own magic, the truth of who you are. Okay, this is also when we finally take a look at ourselves and we realize how unique we are, how magical we are. Okay, we move forward with confidence and clarity in those things. I just feel like this pile is no longer allowing the past to determine who you are, where you're going, where the future will take you, is what I see here. And I know that all the communications that you have, all the plans that you make are sincere. The conversations you have with others are genuine, and they come from a place of the heart, and they come from the place of, again, knowing the power of your tongue. Okay. You also receive the dragonfly with magic here. Again, I just feel like you're seeing your own magic. Okay. It could be that you're also seeing how the things that you said with the feather here in the mouth and the bird in the ear have come to be. It's like magic. How did you know this? Some of you could also be speaking things into existence as well in this pile. This is like affirmations that pan out, okay, that come to be. The things that you say to others comes to be, okay. And it does offer people new beginnings as well, when they realize, oh, such and such said that, okay. So it's very admirable that you're using your tongue, the power of your tongue, to bring in new beginnings, not just for yourself, but people, probably more than likely the people around you as well. Okay, again, you receive the dragonfly, which also speaks about magic. Okay, the dragonfly doesn't stay in one place, it flutters here and there. Okay, it has a lot to experience in the time that it has. Okay, this dragonfly of magic speaks about, I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. Okay, especially here with soul tie in the long road. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. Okay, so that is what's admirable about you, is that like the dragonfly, you don't stay in one space. Some of you, when things don't work out, you don't mind moving on to the next thing, the next place. I don't care if this is the next job, the next friendship. You don't lose that optimism about you, and you're always speaking goodness into your life and into the lives of the people around you. So pile one, that is what I have as far as what's admirable concerning you at this time. And so please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Pile two, hello, hello. Let's go ahead and get into what is admirable about you. This is coming from the higher realms, your angels, spirit guides, okay? Creator, source, just the universe. What they see is admirable about you at this point in your journey. Pile two, you received King of Wands, King of Fire, and the Three of Fire, which is the Three of Wands. The first thing that I got when I pulled these cards, when I shuffled these cards out, was that you're making bold moves, okay? King of Wands speaks of boldness, okay? Courageousness, okay? This is the doer. This is the innovative person, okay? This is the person that brings inspiration. I think that pile two, what's admirable about you is the way that you're boldly moving towards the vision that you have for your future, okay? You're boldly moving towards your goals. You're boldly working towards gaining those results that you want for yourself, that you see for yourself. You're having an expansion in your life, okay? You also, again, you have, it's like 4 wands, okay? You hold 1 wand and it's like, this is waiting on your ships to come in, okay? But this is you bringing your vision to life, through action, through being inspired on a daily basis. This is getting up and having something to work towards, to live for, okay? And moving boldly into those things. I do believe that you are gaining great results from whatever it is that you're doing, or you will be soon in the future, okay? But you are working diligently towards your goals, towards results, towards bringing those ships in, okay? That is what's admirable about you, is your boldness. The universe favors the bold, pile 2. And pile 2, you are definitely bold, okay? You also received, another thing that's admirable about you is that you are trustful in relationships, okay? You are fair, all right, in your dealings. You are trustworthy in your friendships, your relationships, whatever the case may be. If you say that you're going to do something, you do it. If you're connected to somebody, you care about them. They are a part of your tribe. I just believe that you're very trustful. But also with her, kind of in this, I don't know what this is called. I'm just going to call it a turban right now, is that you also are very connected to spirit as well. This is another pile that could have great advice for those around you. As you progress and become an inspiration to others, you also provide that knowledge or that same inspiration to others around you who may be looking to you for that inspiration as well. They feel like you're a trustworthy leader as well, is what I see there. Another thing that's admirable about you right now, pile 2, is the perspective that you have. Again, there's a perspective that brings a sense of inspirational longevity, if that makes sense. Better off, happiness, clear head space. You seem very wise, okay? Your perspective seems to touch others as well. Your perspective seems to bring, you kind of enlighten others through your own movements, your own boldness. The things that seem to work out for you definitely changes others' perspectives around you, okay? But what's most admirable about you at this time is your perspective, the way that you see things, the way that you can turn, basically see a positive even in a negative situation, okay? Especially here with mistakes, okay? I think that you change your perspective on mistakes. I think that because you change your perspective and because you decided to move boldly, because you started to hone in and pinpoint a certain direction for yourself, you're no longer making the same errors as well, okay? Again, seeing a higher perspective even in error as well. This is someone in this pile. What's admirable about you is the way that you can also correct your mistakes and errors, okay? The way that you you re-look at something and see your own error in something, okay? And see opportunities very clearly with the Ace of Pentacles, okay? You find opportunity even in error. You find opportunity even in something that didn't seem like it was, like it was a waste of time, okay? So with the Ace of Pentacles, this is being given something, like this is a golden opportunity, even in something that doesn't look favorable, if that makes sense. Pile 2, you've honed that. That's very admired about you, okay? Another admiration at this time towards you is the way that you're transforming, your transformation, your glow up, the way that you are transforming and getting the clarity that you need. There's a lot of things here concerning your perspective, the mind, the way that you see something, the way that you perceive something as well is very admirable at this time. The angels in the higher realms are stating here. They're looking at your transformations and the way that you turn situations into golden opportunities here with the Ace of Pentacles and make something tangible out of those things, okay? So for pile 2, it's your mind at this time. And you also receive the wolf as the pathfinder, okay? You also work your way up out of situations, and others are seeing that as well. How you maneuver through life is admirable here. How you take something and turn it into more. How you take something and create it and turn basically something from nothing, okay? You received the wolf, the pathfinder, released your past and start a new journey. Okay, I feel like this pile is not afraid to start over. Okay, not afraid to transform from what was. You are a teacher and help to others find their way. I believe that here with being trustful in your relationships. I believe that you give the best guidance. I believe that you also are a leader by example as well. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. So you receive the wolf, okay? This is like the alpha, whether you're male or female, okay? You take the lead in situations, and that is what is admirable about you. And you get it done, and you get results, okay? It could even be that people bring you their problems, okay? And you give them another perspective on that problem, and they are now able to turn that into a golden opportunity. Okay, basically almost seeing like a situation that was unfavorable actually as a blessing. Okay, so that's what's admirable about my pile 2. I truly do hope this helps. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Pile 3, hello, hello, hello. Let's get into what the higher realms, your angel spirit guides, okay, creator, the way the universe has admiration for you at this time, or what's admirable for you at this time. Let's go ahead and get into it. So firstly, you receive the high priestess. This is also what's admirable at this time is the way that you are, your wisdom, your intuition at this time is really listening to yourself when it comes to things. I affirm that all life is sacred. You also have the dragonfly. I think that you're also a good watcher of nature and learning from nature. You allow even the quietest of things to teach you something here, okay? There's growth coming out of these columns here, out of these pillars here. So another thing that's admirable to you is the expansion of your intuition, the expansion of your wisdom. Okay, the high priestess is always learning something. Okay, the high priestess knows that there is something to learn from everything. You are constantly growing on a daily basis. Okay, and you see all life is sacred, or all life having a connection to source, to God, to creator as well. You see God in everything. I'm looking at birds here. Okay, so some of you are bird watchers and things like that. Again, nature watchers, and you gain wisdom from even watching nature. Okay, nature also tells a story. Okay, some of you may get your answers from nature as well. Okay, all right. Another admirable thing is how you are recovering from the pain that you've been through, how you are becoming unafraid even though you've been through some things, okay? What's admirable about you also is that you're no longer sabotaging yourself, okay? Or messing up the good things in life due to the pain, okay, that you've been through. I think that some of you, of course, are apprehensive to certain things, but because your intuition and wisdom is expanding on a daily basis and you're constantly learning, you're learning also how to work your way through this pain so that you no longer sabotage what's good for you. Okay, so overcoming that. Also, you're not afraid of what you've been through anymore. Okay, you're not allowing your pain to determine again, where your future is headed, where you're going, how life is going to be after this. Okay, so yes, you've been through some things, pile 3. However, you're working your way through them. Okay, your scars are your scars, but it doesn't make you, it only made you stronger. Okay, and of course, with the 6 of Swords, you have learned. Also, what's admirable about you is that you take this wisdom that you've learned and you move forward. It helps you to move forward. Each of these things that you are seeing, okay, that you are learning and what's coming in through your intuition, you use that to move your perspective. Okay, so you're changing your perspective on what you've been through, the things that you kept sabotaging. Okay, and I feel like you're about to flip this energy. This is my pile because we have the 6 of Swords, which is movement, and because we have pain and sabotage. This is someone who's going to take the pain that they've been through, the hurt that they've been through, and use this as fuel to fuel them forward now. So that is what's admirable about you. You also have the Justice card. This is rebalancing the scale. Okay, this is getting your just due as well. Okay, You are justified also in moving on. You're balanced. The scales are balanced. Okay, you're a good balancer also. That's what's admirable about you. Okay, you're good at balancing the scales. You're good at balancing karma, things like that. You're also good at getting your just due. Okay, or just helping the universe keep balance. Okay, you're very good at that. That's very admirable of you, even considering pile 3 what you've been through. Okay, and good karma is on its way to you. Okay, another admirable thing is that you trust divine time as well with this justice card. You trust in source, you trust in God, you trust your path. Okay, you trust it. And so no matter what you've been through, this is like a spring bird again. This is renewal again. Always willing to move forward, always willing to keep going, always willing to keep your eye on God, on source. Okay, with trust here. You trust in your path. You believe in your purpose here. Pile 3, and this is what is admirable about you. Okay. Nothing's wrong also with being cautious with this pain card here based on the intuition and wisdom that you have now. You use it as a compass as well, not to sabotage yourself, not to keep you from the good things. I think that you have learned how to become more cautious or aware rather than to say no. Okay, rather than to not do something. Okay. There's movement with purpose here. You also receive the dolphin, which describes play. Okay. I think that you're feeling more safe and more trusting to play, to have a good time, to have a little fun in your life. I think pile 3, you've been through a lot, and you may have neglected yourself of any fun along the way. The dolphin speaks about swim in the happy joy of living, inhale confidence and exhale fear. Okay, and I think that is what is admirable about you at this time. You're getting over your fears. Okay, you've overcome fear and sabotage. Dive into your wisdom, go with the flow. And I think because you've turned your focus to the divine and to trusting that you are overcoming fear. Okay, some of you guys in this pile, guys and gals, could now be doing breathing treatments as well, like sitting there and doing, again, breathing treatments, in, out, just release, inhale and release this fear and this pain. And I will tell you, pile 3, it is definitely helping you, and it's something that is completely admirable about you. When I see that pain card, it means that you've taken the journey inside, okay, and you've come out even wiser, okay, and you know that all these experiences haven't gone, they're not in vain, okay. So pile 3, this is what I have for you. I truly hope this helped on your path at this time. For some of you, this could be confirmation or notification. Okay. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Pile 4, let's go ahead and get into what is admirable about my pile 4 at this time on their journey. And again, this basically speaks about what it is that you're doing good at this time. Okay. You receive the 2 of water, which is the 2 of cups, the 3 of pentacles, which is also known as the 3 of earth in this deck, and the 6 of earth, which is the 6 of pentacles. I feel like what's admirable about you is the way that you are working with people at this time. Okay. The kind of friend that you've become, especially with the 2 of cups, the type of communication that you have here, the way that you're starting to commit to something that you agreed to as well. The give and take. Okay. Giving more of yourself in collaborations as well. Okay. Displaying more of your talents as well. Okay, stepping up. If this is a team, you're stepping in and showing what you have, what you have to contribute as well. I feel like you're contributing more when it comes to partnerships and commitments. Okay, and things that you have agreed upon with someone. All right. I believe that you're being fair in your dealings with the 6 of pentacles. You're more generous. possibly with your energy. Okay. Some of you are, what's admirable as well is the way that you give now. You know, a lot of you even working with your hands, however you can help, wherever you can help. Okay. You're doing that. Okay. And a lot of you are being recognized for that at this time. Your more loving nature as well is very admirable. More compassion for others. Okay. More forgiving with reconciliation here. A lot of you, what's admirable too, is what you have to share as well. I think you're sharing more. I think you're being more generous, even if it's with your time, to the commitments that you've made. Okay. This is not just to any old body and everybody. This is working, is collaborating with others, being a team player as well. Sharing in the wealth, sharing in that generosity, the give and take, being more even-handed as well. Okay, is what I'm seeing. Working better, working well with others. You also receive, what else is admirable about pile 4 is that it says, I live in truth. Okay, but you also have the feathers there, which tells me again, not only do you live in truth, but you also, what's more admirable about you is that you're starting to live in balance. You're becoming a more balanced individual overall. Your efforts as well have not gone unrecognized. Okay. You're in more alignment with the truth than you were before. Your own truth. Okay. And that's unleashing like qualities that I don't think you knew that you had. Okay. That could have been the block for you before, not living in your truth, not wanting to get your hands dirty, not investing, not putting in the necessary, energy into commitments and partnerships and things like that. So what's admirable about you at this time in your journey and what you're doing good is showing up, learning about relationships also, because the 3 of earth, the 3 of pentacles talks about building a skill as well, learning something, taking the guidance and putting it to use. It's healing your relationships, whether they're the relationships that are in your life now, and the relationships that are to come in the future. Okay. It also opens you up to more generosity. Okay. And that is what's admirable about you right now. Okay. Another admirable thing is you received rejection and reunion. Okay. So some of you, what's admirable about you, is that you're no longer interested in a connection for some of y'all. Okay. Okay. You're rejecting to return to something, more than likely for some of y'all, whether this is a job, whether this is a relationship. Okay. All right. This healing that you have, what's admirable too, is that you're seeing partnerships more clearly. Okay. Also, you're seeing where things went wrong in the past, where you gave, where you didn't, what was given to you, what was not given to you. Okay. And I think that what's admirable about you as well is that you're healing that rejection. Okay. I think that with the 7 of Pentacles, you're seeing your value and efforts as well. Okay. You're not going to give up working on yourself. I think a lot of you in pile 4, another thing that's admirable is the work that you're putting in on yourself. You're watering your own garden now as well. More than likely after a failed connection. Okay. Because we have rejection and reunion. So this is like saying no to coming back together with someone. I think a lot of you also, what's admirable about you, is knowing your value now, knowing your own worth. Okay. By investing in yourself to some capacity here, especially with the 7 of Pentacles. Knowing that what you give in partnerships as well, now that I see this, that you deserve to receive the same in return with the 6 of Pentacles, even-handedness, fairness, generosity. Okay. because of the effort that you give and put in, the energy that you give and put in, and then the return should be the same. Also, some of you with the Three of Pentacles next to the Six of Earth, what's admirable about you and the Two of Cups is coming together, whether this is with people or a job, whatever, is something that you can feel balanced with when it comes to work. Also building your skill so that you can receive more of what you're worth as well. This is discovering your talents, okay? Finally living in your truth. Overcoming a connection that failed, but also not using that to due to this connection, the failing of this connection, you're already still seeing your value. Okay, well, I still have a bunch of things, all of these things, all of these plants to still water here. I have so many things to me, so many layers to you. So many things to really have gratitude for. The things that are still growing in your life, okay? You're watering those things. You're taking notice of those things, and that's admirable, okay? I think that with grieving here and Spirit Guide, I think that you're finally allowing Spirit to kind of guide you out of this pain, okay? This is handing that pain, those grievances over to Spirit and allowing Spirit to take care of it, to take care of you. And that's admirable at this time. You're not apprehensive to being to like letting go, because the grieving also requires us to let go, especially with the butterfly here. It could be that you're transforming because you're listening to your guidance. Okay, finally, you're discovering many different things concerning yourself after a relationship possibly not working, okay? Something that you didn't go back to actually added more value to you as well, pile 4. And that's what's admirable about you. You also receive the Moose, which is about wisdom. Okay? Let your head and mind reach the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. So this is also letting me know that your wisdom has grown. I think you have learned from relationships. Okay? And I think that this pile is becoming like main character energy. Knowing your own value is what's going to help you, lead you forward, okay, with wisdom. Here's what I see, and that's very admirable about you, okay? And really what I see here is overall, pile 4, what's admirable about you is that you're building your worth and value. The building on your worth and value and, your the worthiness to get back what it is that you're putting in. Okay? So this is what I have for you, pile 4. I truly do hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.
This ain't what they used to. I do what I choose to. Panoramic moon view. Paid by the boo. It's luxury. Being in touch with me. This is a safe ground. Injustice me. Angel gon' cut for me.